Hello, this video is supposed to be about the review and unboxing of the Thomas & Friends Wooden Railway set, the Mountain Tunnel, as well as a bit of an endorsement of a product, you can say, because I'm considering enlisting this on eBay for some reasons that I will get into sometime later in the video. Basically, I'm considering opening this thing, but before that, just taking a look at the whole set. This is the Thomas and the Tank Engine Friends, the Mountain Tunnel set. It is a single, just the Mountain Tunnel itself. There isn't like the additional track that you might have been familiar with if you've seen things like the Mountain Tunnel set that is most iconic, and it's quickly the clack track version, you know, the set with like Thomas and I think this was Mike. This isn't that version. In fact, it's a traction rail version, so I'm sure this thing like came out in like the early 2000s and was discontinued sometime after. This is that set. I recently got possession of the set. This one's a set that I had for a very long time. I recently found it from a local seller. I got it because, you know, it's the Mountain Tunnel. It's iconic. I thought it was cool, so, you know, I had to get it. But the thing about this, the Mountain Tunnel, it's iconic. It's Gordon Hill from Thomas Wooden Railway. You know, so it's very iconic, but the thing is, I don't collect Thomas Wooden Railway. So, while this is a very cool collection to have in my, collection, the only, wooden railway stock I have in my entire, collection of Thomas merch that can even run on this thing, I don't have even a single piece of track, is that yellow car right there, which is what I have here. I'm gonna roll it on this mountain a little bit later. But because of that, I think I'll be listing this on eBay. If no one buys it, well, I'll just take it at will, and maybe I'll start building a wooden railway collection. But for now, this is the only thing in my collection that's a wooden railway, and while it's really cool, I'm not sure if I should keep it. You know, it's cool, but I'm not the type of collector that keeps things just because it's very cool and collectible. I mainly collect the take and play and take along stuff, and some of the HO00 scale, which I'm getting into recently, but I don't think I can collect everything. I'm not like that kind of collector. So I'm just gonna unbox this thing, it is used, but I have found out that the previous owner had just kept it in really great condition. So yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty much brand new after looking at it and rolling that orange car over the thing up and down just to have some fun with it. I'm probably just gonna repackage it. I'll be listing it on eBay probably. Since that's probably the place where it will attract more of a global crowd. I don't live in the America or Europe. I live in Asia, so yeah, I think the main, target demographic for these Thomas Wooden Railway sets is probably on those regions. So yeah, but I thought it would be cool if I opened this thing up and take a look at it before in case someone does buy it pretty quickly. If no one does, I think maybe I should start collecting Thomas Wooden Railway. But before we go, I almost opened up the box, but we have the back of the box, which I think we have to talk about because it's cool, We have Sir Handel, Mavis, Rusty, that super OG version of Sir Top-O-Mat, the wooden figure. A lot of cool stuff. Wooden Railway. We have Sir Handel pulling the hand car, Duncan, and we have Harold over there as well. All the Learning Curve era models, which are already very iconic and, very OG. It's groovy. But we also have that cottage. I think that's also a very iconic piece from Thomas Wooden Railway. But over here, and also, you see here as well, the Sir Handel and Duncan models here are the older versions of the Learning Curve models, because I am aware that they updated these somewhere along I think they updated Skarloey from this one as well, but yeah, like, these are the older versions of the narrow gauge engines, which means, that just shows how old this edit really is, And here it says Hit Entertainment, so yeah, that's probably like early 2000s, somewhere in the 2000s. I also grew up watching the Hit Entertainment era, mostly from television, though I did watch the classic series when I was a child, I was exposed to it a bit, but I suppose I started watching more and more of the classic series after I was exposed to, well, YouTube, which was also like in the late 2000s. And yeah, this is a cool set. Oh, we have Skarloey. That is the older Scruffy in the back. Another Mavis. She's pulling some box cars. And yeah, this is made by Learning Curve. Yeah, their Wooden Railway range was great. It looked cool, but I back when I think I personally thought Wooden Railway was cooler. But even then, I just got so far with Take Along, and I also had Tomy Play Rail, but it's no longer with me. I just hadn't made it a bit too far with the Take Along and Take and Play stuff, so I was like, should I? I don't think feel like it was a bit too late for me to change to Wooden Railway. Unless, if no one buys this stuff for like a very, very long time and I start collecting Wooden Railway, this would be a very cool thing in a collection or a layout at that point, but I'm not sure if it's gonna go to that point. Thomas Wooden Railway Mountain Tunnel. Up to the side here, I should try not to touch the stuff in the back there. I'll move the tripod. Thomas Wooden Railway Mountain Tunnel. I come with these three, I think those are the male adapters, so 3 of those, because everything in the mountain tunnel is basically, every track piece is female in the mountain tunnel, and this happens to a lot of, Wooden Railway sets, and not just Wooden Railway sets, but I think it happens to other, like, Take Along and other lines as well. I mean, it's easy to understand why they did female for all the big sets, because obviously if you do all with female adapters, then you can save, more wood, or at least that's what I think. I think that's the main thing with there being so many, female and the sets in the Wooden Railway line. Something I noticed, because, obviously, ending, instead of, like adding the male part sticking out of the whole big wooden thing, it's just more effective to cut out the single part to create the female end. Bottom of the box here, yeah, just another, it's a bigger image, and yeah, it looks beautiful. I wish Take Along or Take and Play did something like this. Like, they rarely did, The Take Along, Take and Play track system is, far more limited compared to Wooden Railway, which I thought was, like, the most expansive brand of the big 3. We have the motorized range, which covers, like, the Tomy Play Rail, which was my thing, but I know that the people in Europe and America also had, like, stuff like Play Rails, not Play Rails, Trackmasters, right? And, then we have the metal diecast range, sort of, starting from Erdl, and then we had, like, the Take Along, Take and Play, and, that eventually went to Adventures, which became Trackmaster Push Along, so it's kind of part of the motorized range now, which, I can't say I'm a fan of the execution of how it was, but it was a very, novel idea, making metal die-cast engines that go onto Trackmaster rails. But Wooden Railway, Wooden Railway was just something really special in my opinion, and I don't think I'm alone in that. It's really cool. Let's open this up. I think I've rambled long enough. This middle piece, we also have a pamphlet. I'm gonna look at that thing later. Here we go. Another box holding the thing together. Be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful. Yeah. Get that out of the way. Let's look at the box. Yeah. Over there. Let's go. We have another piece here. We have these mountains, which look really cool. Yeah. Traction rail. I've never actually seen any clicky clack track my entire life, and yeah, I don't know why I'm talking about that. Anyway, we have this art onto the side here. It's a sticker. It's a Ghislaine Thomas Limited 2001. So this came out in like 2001. That's cool. That's older than me actually. Same thing here. Fun thing I noticed is that there isn't anything below here to support if you sort of want to attach another track piece here, which I suppose is kind of a shame because you might want to do that and you can't, or at least you might have to get those risers to stack under here so that your track doesn't fall off if you add a different piece of track here. But of course, the main intention of this set is to get this piece right here. You have this brick foundation, and even though this part is probably going to be, you're not going to see it when you heal things up, but they still put it there, which is always neat. You have this there's something like cardboard here, which is, I suppose, is basically supposed to support the track that you fed onto the space. That's kind of gimmicky, but I suppose it's also kind of cool, and yeah, that's going to be the 3 male adapter. Oh, I see the road end, because Learning Curve did this back in the day, didn't they? They tried promoting their road system. Made a lot of sets about it. Let me see. Okay. Wow, so this is really brand new, like, unless they really repackaged it well. I think I got something like pre-mint here. The road. Iconic. Yes, very great. Yeah. I love it. This is how it works, but yeah, it's dipping below because this is just like, I think this is cardboard, yeah, or the very thin plastic, but it's like, I don't think it's gonna break too easily, but it's not the most sturdiest thing out there. Yeah, it droops all, or wait, is this thing just too, yeah, I think it's just too deep, perhaps. Because, this side is going to be far lower because of the road. So maybe if I insert it in like this, yeah, you can see that the height here matches up when you do it like this. But this doesn't work because of the additional height that you lose because of the road, which makes it like this. So that's why, when you see people making layouts with the mountain tunnel, they always put a turn piece on here. I don't know if that's always the case, but was that the main reason why I always did that? Because this part sinks in if there's a road end on the other end. So you have to put a track without, the flat side on the other side, which is basically the old clicky clack track or a turn piece, because a turn piece has on a road, this texture on the other side of the track. But this is what most people would want to see, I assume. Adding in, yeah. Oh, wow. I think this is the coolest thing for me, personally. I mean, the mountain tunnel is really cool, but I want to see the other stuff too. So I think this is probably going to be the most coolest thing for me in hindsight, if considering like, I'm only going to be seeing this thing in this display piece. These pamphlets are very cool, from what I know, and it's very big, and I did not expect that. Wow. Yeah. Learning Curve. Back in the day, we have the collectible character cards. Yeah. And we have the merch, that basically covers everyone from 1 to, there's no Oliver, but oh well. We have Boko though, before he was forgotten. We have the breakdown train with the yellow arm, which I also know is something that is very retro. We have the express coaches, which are, of course, like some of the most sought after pieces of rolling stock, or probably the most. No. Since we have stuff like the white-faced troublesome truck, but it is one of the most sought after pieces of rolling stock in the Thomas Wooden Railway line. We have the Chinese Dragon. This is the old version. Peter Tham, the old version that had the not special funnel, so not the diesel ejector, the original one. We have a lot of these are the newer learning curve versions. We have Big City Engine here, and yeah, these guys were new back then, you know. Murdoch, Emily, Spencer, and the Foghorn, or the Fog cars. Yeah, I remember the limited edition vehicles. What is this? A Better Buford Gordon, yes. The season 5 episode, and Thomas Comes to Breakfast, James Goes Buzz, yeah. All of this stuff, and 3 multi-car packs, yeah. And they're selling all over here. Buildings and destinations. I actually seen a number of these also being sold locally, so I don't know. Like, I could buy these, perhaps, if I sort of see something of great interest. Like, I am sort of interested in the Cranky, but I don't know. Either I collect a massive Wooden Railway collection, or either that, or I sell a massive Thomas Wooden Railway collection, which is also going to be interesting. Lots of very iconic. Oh yeah, here it is. The Mountain Tunnel. Very iconic. And Jack in the Pack, which was probably, just coming out back then? Wait, no. No. Early 2000s. Jack in the Pack. I correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Jack in the Pack, didn't it come out during the hit era because of some debacle at the studios? So I assume this is Jack and Alfie from season 6. We also have other stuff, and they're really promoting, these road sets, like the toll booth bridge with the road underneath, and the scrapyard, and this set also has a road. This also has a roadway crossing, and this set also has an additional road. Yeah, I actually saw this thing also locally. I also wanted this one, but this one sold out before I got my hands on it. Yeah, look at that. They were selling a turntable. Isn't that cool? I want to get a turntable. A Day at the Work set. Yeah, if I ever started collecting Thomas Wooden Railway, I think that was the set that I really wanted to get. Either that or the Down by the Dock set. And here it is, the iconic one, the Mountain Tunnel set. Is that James? Is that Mike? James? I have no idea. Hold on. I've been looking at it for a while, and I have no idea if that is Mike or James. And I can research it, but I'm pretty sure you can too. And I'm pretty sure someone has probably done it, so I don't care about that. Yeah. A lot of cool stuff. I also saw this one on sale. So I think yeah, because that was also from the same seller that I bought this thing. So that person was probably collecting, around this time and got this like this. Yeah, the very iconic, 2 very iconic sets, the Lift and Load set, which is an iconic sort of classic set, and the more iconic and the one that was still kept during the Mattel run of Thomas Wooden Railway, the Roundhouse set. Other stuff, we have the Figure 8, which, is always there. A classic Thomas Wooden Railway set that has gone through many different iterations throughout the years. Yeah, I think that's basically it. Yeah, I love the pamphlet. I think I'm gonna miss that the most when I sell all of this stuff, because it contains so many cool stuff. But this is the real thing, though, even though I'm probably not gonna be able to really enjoy it. Yeah, these 3 track pieces. Can do that with this. Traction wheel system and the road on the other side. And we have the Mountain Tunnel, which I suppose I'll have to show you in a bit more. Hold on. Yeah, basically I just moved the camera to the back, and here it is, the Mountain Tunnel. All in its entirety. And we got some pieces of track. So, I suppose you can do that. Let me add a road here because I'm considering moving a car up this thing. This is the only piece I have that runs on wooden railway track. Yeah, you can do this with this. Isn't that cool? Yeah. So I set it up like this. I don't think anyone's gonna set it up like this aside from me, but yeah, here we go. Yeah, I just wanted to do that. Or here we go. It doesn't climb much. Yeah. I suppose you can also put these sort of side by side. I know people do that with these mountains, and yeah, it looks cool. It really looks cool. You know, these two parallel lines just going up together, and yeah. Overall, that was the Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, the Mountain Tunnel. You have the standard this 2-story high mountain that goes up on both sides. You have this thing, you know, it's a single-story high center section, which isn't something that, you know, is something in the show or anything. Actually, yeah, isn't that there that three-way bridge, you know, that was seen sometimes during the classic era, but I don't think this thing was supposed to depict that. People normally just call this Gordon's Hill. Yeah, but that thing's there, and we also have that bottom level under there. Then we have this red section, which is made of a hard plastic. I would like to show something cool going up here, but as I said, this is like the only Thomas Wooden Railway item in my entire collection, so I really can't. But it's cool. It's definitely cool, and I'm gonna list this on eBay after taking a few pictures of this out of the box to kind of showcase the item, and then I'm gonna put this back in the box with the pamphlet and all this excess material, and see how it does. If no one sells it, well, I'm just gonna keep it for life, I suppose, and make me build a wooden railway collection. Yeah. Are people still interested in Thomas? Like old classic Thomas? I mean, I know there's a fandom out there, but what about like the new people? Are new people still like getting into the hobby? Because all engines go, you know, Thomas has really changed in this long time, so I'm not sure about that, but yeah. This is cool though. It's really cool. And I'm sort of keeping it as a reminder because this might be like the last time I see this thing. Or it's not gonna be the last time. Like, I'm gonna take a few more looks at it before putting it back in the box. But yeah, since I might be selling this thing, and if it may not be sold though, yeah, that'll be cool. But yeah, since I am considering selling this thing, I'm just showcasing this thing right here. I'm not sure if it's gonna be too affordable for those of you in like America, because I know shipping can cost a bit. I don't live too close, so I don't know. I hope shipping isn't too expensive. You know, if you want to buy this thing. I'm not sure if you're gonna really like watch this video and go buy this thing, but if you want to buy this thing, yeah. And I'm selling it on eBay at the time, yeah. I don't know how to wrap up this video. Here's the box again. Yeah, and I want to do something like that, you know, like put tracks up on here so that you can watch how it sort of functions inside a fully fledged Thomas and Friends Wooden Railway layout, but I can't do that, so I can only show you, you know, rolling this yellow car on top and just putting it on top of there. Yeah. So that comes with the mountain tunnel. This is sort of cool pamphlet that shows you how a learning curve was back in the day. And 3 mail adapters. And I think that's pretty much the whole set. Yes. thank you very much if you decided to tune in on this video, and in case you're watching all the way here to the 25-minute mark, because this video was basically me just rambling after opening what was a very simple set and not really doing anything with it because I don't have any other Thomas Gordon Railway items in my collection. I will be selling this, or at least posting it on eBay. I'm not sure what will happen to it, if it is going to be sold or if it's going to really be part of my collection for a very long time. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it informative of what this basic set is, because my review was borderline basic, obviously. Thank you for watching this video, and bye bye.